We're taking a look at an AR-15 rifle and an AR-15 pistol. I think these are a great combo to have if you're actually going to have a limited amount of firearms. You can use a lot of these parts from this style AR-15 pistol in the larger rifle. Of course, the only parts you couldn't use would be the barrel, and of course the parts that would make the barrel operate on this big one, unless you made this an SBR. But without getting into all that, a lot of the trigger parts, sights, and that kind of thing would could be easily swapped over to the larger one, or vice versa, to keep a firearm running. I'm going to make the case for an AR-15 and an AR-15 pistol. I believe this combo is very effective. The reason for that, the main reason for that, is because the AR-15 platform, being as modular as it is, lends itself to being repaired very easily. It's not real difficult to learn the operation of an AR-15 and become a gunsmith on it, or an armor, or whatever you want to call it, but become familiar enough with it that you could replace whatever parts would be necessary if any of them became damaged. I like the AR-15 pistol as opposed to carrying around two AR-15s, which would be, I guess, a very similar situation, only because it's a little smaller, so it could fit into a backpack, and for whatever situations it might be appealing to have the shorter barrel at times. So I think that having the two works well together for replacement parts. Thinking of this one as the sacrificial parts kit for the larger one. If it ever had a major problem with a broken part, you'd have the smaller one to pull from right away. Then of course you'd have to look for the new parts, but you'd have an operational weapon in the meantime. Another reason I think that the AR-15 platform makes a good last chance type of firearm would be because it's easily adaptable to be a 22 as well. In this little pouch I carry a couple of magazines and the 22 conversion bolt, which would make either of these into a 22. Since an AR-15 shoots the 223, its barrel diameter is basically a 22, so it's very simple to make the conversion to a 22. Just pop your rear pin, pull out the bolt. You don't even need to pull out the charging handle, and just replace the bolt. Replace the pin, and it's now a 22 caliber pistol. And I could insert the smaller magazine, still using the charging handle. The bolt catch will stop it from closing all the way, though. It's interesting. Anyway, with the smaller magazine, I believe these are 10-round magazines. They barely stick out, so they're sort of low profile. But for small game hunting, or for practice, or for whatever, it's nice to be able to quickly convert to a 22. Of course, quite a bit of 22 ammunition can be carried. This is a 30-round magazine with 22 caliber ammunition. And again, for training, this makes a very effective training type of kit. So I think for those reasons, bringing along an AR-15 pistol along with an AR-15 might just be the way to go.